헤지펀드의 대가 마크 유스코의 비트코인 인터뷰 영상입니다. 가상자산 시장의 먹구름이 낀 가운데 마음적으로 힘드신 분들은 영상 보시고 평안을 찾으셨으면 좋겠네요.
My estimate was we'd go to 150. If you just look at the pure cycles, it says 170. Some would say we're going to get to 200. I know Max is saying 220 and others. I'm taking 150. Maybe it's 170, but somewhere between 150 and 170 to me is where we end up in Q3. And then we start crypto winter again. So that's the longest answer. Bitcoin network, the network itself, the secured network Bitcoin's never been hacked, not once. Ethereum hacked, Bitcoin never been hacked.
실제로 2016년 이더리움 역사상 가장 큰 충격이었던 다오더 DAO 해킹은 피해 규모가 약 360만 ETH 당시 약 5천만 달러에 달했습니다. 다오는 탈중앙화 펀딩 플랫폼이었으며 해커는 스마트 계약에서 자금을 인출하는 과정에서 재기 호출 취약점을 이용하여 여러 번 출금하는 방식으로 공격을 감행했죠. 뿐만 아니라 파리티 월렛 해킹 2017론인 네트워크 해킹 2022 하모니, 브릿지 해킹 2022 폴리 네트워크 해킹 등 다양한 사례들이 있어 보안에 취약점이 있음을 알게 되었습니다.
And it's had like 20 minutes of downtime in 16 years, so it's pretty reliable. Well, why? It's the most powerful computing network the world has ever seen. It's 1,500 times, not 1,500%, 1,500 times more powerful than CERN supercomputer. So I will argue that you got two things going on. One, you got this natural arbitrage that's going on between people who are long the ETF, the financialized version of Bitcoin, and short the future. And that caps the price movement. Second thing that's going on is I do believe, and I don't know if it's Buffett, I don't think it's Buffett, but somebody has changed their mind. In my opinion, somebody, and whether that's nation states or whether that's other billionaires, somebody has changed their mind and they want to accumulate. And they don't want to accumulate at high prices, they want to accumulate at low prices. So what do? You unleash the bots on all the leveraged speculators. See, here's the problem.
실제로 큰 자본을 가진 고래들은 청산 지점을 노리고 급격한 매수 매도를 실행하며 특정 구간에서 대규모 청산을 유발하며 시장을 자기 뜻대로 조종합니다.
So here's my outlook for the year. So Bitcoin's fair value, as you said earlier, is around 95K, maybe 98, somewhere in the high 90s. Bitcoin's never been hacked, not once. Bitcoin never been hacked. And it's had like 20 minutes of downtime in 16 years, so it's pretty reliable. Well, why? It's the most powerful computing network the world. Well, then the number of nodes keeps growing, the hash rate keeps growing, all the fundamentals keep growing. So we can calculate this fair value. When the price is below fair value, who buys it? People like you and me and all the other people we traffic with, investors. We like to buy stuff on sale. We like to buy things below their fair value. That's what we do. Okay? And what does that do? That slowly pushes the price toward fair value. Now, as the price starts to move, who gets involved? Traders. They want to scalp a little here, there, up, down. As we start to get towards fair value, and maybe we can get a little bit above fair value, well, then the speculators come in. Well, who's a speculator? Speculator is the opposite side of a hedger.
비트코인 투기 세력은 비트코인의 가격 변동성을 이용해서 단기적인 차익을 추구하는 투자자들을 의미합니다. 이들은 장기적인 비트코인의 기술적 혁신이나 가치에는 크게 관심이 없죠. 이들의 목표는 가격 변동을 통해 빠른 수익을 얻는 것입니다.
So if the price is fair value, and I'm a miner, okay, and I can produce it below fair value, then I will sell my production, and I'll sell it forward in the futures market, and the speculator will come in and take the other side. Okay? That's just a natural phenomenon. It's like an oil producer or a gold producer. But then the problem is, as the price starts to move, it starts to generate attention, and there's this self-fulfilling prophecy. And then the gamblers come in. And the gamblers do a couple things. They don't give a shit. They don't care about value. They don't even know maybe what they're buying. They just see movement and they want in, and they use leverage. So that's what's happening in Bitcoin. Right now, you've got massive demand, right? You got BlackRock buying every day. You got Millennium buying. But here's the thing. Millennium isn't buying long. Millennium is a market neutral shop. I love when the 13Fs come out and everyone says, oh, look, Millennium bought $2 billion of the ETF. I'm like, yeah. And they shorted at least $2 billion, maybe 2.1 or 2.2 of futures against it because they're just arbing the spread between the futures price and the spot price. There's something called roll yield, right? So the futures price is higher than spot price because humans are optimistic. And over the course of the month, that price rolls down. And that's why these futures-based ETFs destroy capital. So we're in this thing where a year ago, the ETFs get approved and everyone's like, oh, it's going to be great. The price is going to go straight up. And we went up in anticipation. And then when it happened, because no one was talking, Anthony, about the same day, January 10th, the exact same day, not a coincidence, the CME listed massive numbers of new Bitcoin futures. So what's happening is every time someone is accumulating these big dogs, okay, the banksters can naked short against it to suppress the price. Now, part of that's just to make money, right? You're short here, you're long here, you make about 11, 12% annualized, and you lever it up 8, 10 times, and you make a lot of fucking money. Sorry. And so what happens, we have this 4-year cycle. What's the 4-year cycle? Some of the most brilliant programming really ever, in the sense that every 4 years, the block rewards, the number of Bitcoin that are given to the miners to secure the network, which is a genius idea, it gets cut in half. So after the halving event, we see this basic doubling of fair value. Okay?
과거의 패턴을 보면 항상 반감기 후 612개월 내 강세장 출현 가능성이 굉장히 높았습니다. 비트코인 시장에서 반감기는 PTC 가격 상승의 핵심 요인이 될 가능성이 굉장히 큽니다.
So the halving event happens when we're below fair value because of the fourth cycle. So that first part of the cycle is that recovery from winter, and it starts to move toward fair value. Then we get into what's called crypto summer, which we're starting to get close to fair value, and the halving event occurs. That was a year ago. Then we get crypto fall. Well, what's crypto fall? That's where the price starts to move above fair value and the gamblers come in. And the further it gets is based on leverage. In the previous 3 cycles, we got to just about 2 to 2.1 times fair value. The first one, fair value was about 3,000. We got to like 6. Second, it was fair value was 10. We got to 20. The third was 32. We got to 69. So we get to these levels of extremes. Well, then gravity works, and somebody comes in, squeezes the people who are over levered, and the price starts to correct. Now, there are those who would argue that that's happening right now. The cycle's over and we're headed down. No, because we're too close to fair value. My guess, and I said this back in January, was the 4-year cycle extends sometime into Q3. Is it October? Is it September? I don't really know exactly, but that's based on long-term history. If you just look at the pure cycles, it says 170. Some would say we're going to get to 200. I know Max is saying 220 and others. I'm taking 150. Maybe it's 170. To me is where we end up in Q3. And then we start crypto winter again. So that's the longest answer you've ever had to a simple question.
현재 비트코인은 고점 대비 약 30% 하락했습니다. 이는 강세장에서는 매우 정상적인 일입니다. 중요한 건 비트코인의 단기적 가격 움직임이 아니라 유동성이 언제 얼마나 회복되느냐가 관건입니다. 유동성 때문에 수문이 열릴 때가 피트가 다시 출발할 때라고 보고 있습니다. 현재 미국의 관세 정책으로 비트코인이 향후 가격 향방의 혼조세를 띠고 있습니다. 장기적으로는 비트코인이 우상향한다고 보는 저이지만 저점 대비 많이 상승한 만큼 조정폭이 더 깊어질 수도 있다고 보고 있습니다. 무리한 추가 매수보다는 긴 호흡으로 조금씩 분할 매수로 대응한다면 성공적인 투자가 될 수 있다고 봅니다. 성투하시고 좋은 영상으로 찾아뵙겠습니다. 구독과 좋아요는 영상 제작에 큰 도움이 됩니다.